Hello and welcome to the video. I am the Cosmic Turtle and thank you so much for checking out the channel. So we're going to be continuing the playthrough for Bleach Rebirth for Souls on the PS5, and we are going to be starting chapter 4, the Hueco Mundo chapter, or the Hueco Mundo arc. So let's go.
Arriving in the
this
world
guy,
of the
never mind.
on order of the 13 Court Guard squads.
Squads.
Follows Sosuke Aizen's movements.
I didn't expect that
They
one.
learn a horrible truth. Aizen's true objective is to create the royal key, the Oken, the royal key. This will require an enriched spirit zone, as well as 100,000 souls. And Karakura Town happens to
100,000 souls? That's a whole lot of souls.
In order to stop Aizen's ambitions, our heroes resolve to train themselves even further. As if mocking their efforts, the Arankar launch an attack on the world of the living once again, resulting in the loss of comrade.
I say Okiora.
The slumbering Ichigo Kurosaki was unaware of this truth.
Got a Blade Runner here. Don't know why I showed that, but I did. Oh, what a coward. He didn't say Okiora.
Welcome. I've been expecting you to show up, Mr. Kurosaki.
Mr. Kurosaki?
How did you know I'd come here?
You're
I've changed my reading. I'm now on volume 21 of Naruto,
right?
as well as being finished with my reread of Bleach.
Very
All
well
74 chapters are done.
Okay, it's all right.
I'm on, where am I,
I
chapter
was
5?
afraid. I thought
Chapter
that
5
Aizen might
of
target
Diamonds
Orihime
Are
because
Forever.
of her powers. So I barred her from participating
Then
in
mostly
frontline combat.
Bleach reading over the weekend.
But it didn't work.
I've
It was
also
my mistake
received
entirely.
part 2
I
for the
was simply
1000 Year
too
Blood War
concerned with her
today.
feelings and too passive about protecting her.
So there's the first 26
And so,
episodes.
that's why I'm prepared to help in any way I can.
And then if you take
Are
off
you
the
sure?
special
You
HMV
realize
sleeve,
that it'll mean going
you got
against the Soul Society.
Byakuya on the cover. And if you go on the
It isn't like
inside,
this will be the first time.
you got
after all.
Rukia, so you can swap it and have Rukia on the cover instead if you don't want Byakuya. Which Byakuya actually feels a bit weird being on the cover now, because on HMV's sleeve, on the spine, it's got
Having carried out their ambush
Rukia.
on Karakura Town, the
And if you look
Arankars
at the
ceased their
inside
onslaught
sleeve,
and retreated.
It got Rukia on the spine, so
By the time that I
it seems
came
like
to the next
HMV didn't
morning,
agree
all of my
with
wounds had already
all
been
the
healed.
anime's
I
decision
felt
to
traces
have
of someone's spiritual
Byakuya
pressure
as
on
the
me.
default
I
spine.
immediately knew there was only one person who could have
Because
done
with
this.
part 1 you got Ichigo
Orihime.
on the spine,
Called over to
but
Orihime's room by
Yuhabaha
Toshio. I
on
received
the
a
inside.
message from the Soul Society. But the only problem was, once I heard it, I wasn't too keen on what they had to say.
I haven't started watching them yet,
This is hard
but
to say, but
brought on the
Orihime
Bleach
Inoue
movies
was
as well.
abducted by an
got
Arankar,
Memories of
and it's
Nobody,
possible that she's also been killed.
the Diamond Dust Rebellion,
Orihime's not dead! There's no way! Listen,
Fade to
you
Black,
don't know what you're talking about. My wrist was
and
injured in yesterday's
Hellverse.
battle, but it was completely healed when
I think
I
I've
woke
watched
up.
all of
There were
these
traces
years
of her
ago, like over
spiritual
10
pressure
years
on me.
ago, but I don't
And you're
remember.
telling me that she might be dead?
Yes,
And
yes.
obviously still got
It's
Rurouni
most
Kenshin that I'm reading
regrettable
very slowly.
Of course, if what you are saying is true, then
Only
perhaps
one
it is
chapter.
possible that Orihime is
No, I've read
still
2
being kept
chapters.
alive
No.
somewhere.
I've read 1 chapter, I've read 103.
That would also
on this book.
imply that there was some kind of a betrayal. Had she truly been abducted, it stands to reason
kind of a betrayal,
that she
eh?
would not have been allowed to visit you. In other words, if Orihime healed you and subsequently disappeared, then the only logical conclusion we can come to is that she must have left and joined the Arankars of her own free will.
The head captain ordered the Soul Reapers that were in the world of the living to return immediately.
So yeah, I'm considering
Clear as it
swapping the
was that
case and having
Arankars were already
Rukia,
preparing for a
not
large-scale
Byakuya.
attack. He needed them at the Soul Society to prepare
Just
their
so it
strategy
matches
and
the,
bolster their defenses. Although
special
Renji
edition
and Ruki
spine.
objected to the order, the head captain was smart enough to deploy Byakuya and Kenpachi to force them to come back to the Soul Society just in case. I wasn't asking them to help me. All that I wanted was for them to tell me how to get to Waco Moon.
Tell you what though, what a
But they weren't
great
even gonna
time
budge on
rereading
that.
Bleach has been.
Anyway, the head captain considered my assistance crucial.
I'm
in the
watching
coming
it with my
battle.
cousin as well, that's
And
been
so
really
he
cool.
ordered me to stand by and await further orders in the world of the living. I knew there was zero chance Orihime would ever betray
It's so
us.
bizarre though that the
I had
DVD
no doubt
versions
she
for the
was
original
our
Bleach
friend, even if it
run
meant having to go
is
against
different
the Soul
from the
Society
like
again.
the TV
I
one.
was gonna save Orihime.
To be fair, I've never had someone like say jump on Crunchyroll and watch Naruto. That'd be Japanese. I'm not sure where you come. Oh, hello on Netflix. Watching Naruto on Netflix, and then I chuck in the episode on DVD to see if there's any changes. So I'm not sure if they've done it with other things.
You look completely
How you doing?
hopeless.
Udio, what are you doing here?
What indeed?
What else? We're going to Waco Mundo
Awesome.
with you, aren't we?
Chad!
Mr. Urahara told me everything. We're going with you.
No, I really appreciate it, but sorry. Neither one of you is strong enough.
Ichigo.
Oh no, what just happened?
So then, was that not strong enough? Ichigo?
Chad.
2 weeks and 4
Just
days
believe in
until
us.
I can fully
Don't try
pay
to
my
do it all
Nintendo
yourself.
Switch. Well,
We
fingers
wanna help you.
crossed. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I haven't... Oh no, I'll check after the stream. No, go on, I'll check now.
It appears you gentlemen are finally
We're still
ready.
in a cutscene, so we should be fine.
In my right hand, the stone that connects the worlds. In my left
I
hand, the
haven't
blade
checked.
that binds existence. The black-haired shepherd, the chair of the noose. I strike the ibis when the clouds gather. This is the opening the Urankars used to enter this world. It's called the Garganta.
The Garganta, you
There's
say?
no solid ground beyond. There's only a furor of reishi. Each of you must create his own path out of that reishi. Go toward the darkness, and you will arrive at Waco Mundo.
All right. Let's go.
So, okay. To be continued. Right. 1 second. I'll just let this one play as well. Okay, I don't think they're ready to be pre-ordered yet. Newest product first, please.
Welcome. This is
Yeah,
our
okay.
palace. Las
Making sure that
Noches.
the new Zelda amiibos weren't ready for pre-order.
Orihime
They're not.
Inoue.
I haven't
That's
checked
your
for a few
name,
days,
right?
I forgot.
Yes.
I'm sorry to rush you, but will you show me that power of yours, Orihime?
That power? What on earth are you referring to, Lord Eisen?
Yes.
There are a few here who aren't completely convinced of
Tell
the
you what,
value
I
of
love
your
the
powers.
fact, I do believe that they will
Isn't
be
that right,
on the
Luby?
20... Oh, okay, so I got like 10 days.
Yes, that's right. So our battle was just a diversion to get one
Oh,
stupid
thank you.
girl.
I haven't got to be checking every day now then.
How could she be worth all that?
I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd get injured so severely.
Just mocking him
Orihime,
for that.
would you please demonstrate your powers for us? By healing Grimjow's left arm.
Yeah, I love the fact that in this game, Grimmjow actually
Yeah,
is missing
right.
an arm.
That's crazy, Lord
Which is
Eisen.
really crap when you play like the
It's
Dragon Ball
gone.
games
Director
and
General
they do
Tosin
future
chopped it off.
Gohan and he
How
just
can
has
you
like
heal
a
something
limp
that's not
noodle
there?
arm
She's not a god.
instead of just cutting it off.
So Tenkishun, I reject.
Is it just going to be like black screen
Did
and
you
then his
hear
arm
what
is
I
back?
said, girl? If it doesn't work, I am going to kill you. If your powers are bogus, then there's no reason to keep you alive.
Yeah, I thought they were going to just have the arm back.
This goes way beyond some mere healing ability. Just what did you do, girl?
I'll still check these two just
Good
in
question.
case.
Old Kiora is of the belief that it could be a form of temporal or spatial regression.
No way!
Still
How
games
could a
upgrade packs and
human
amiibo
possess
will
such a
open.
power? It's
Right,
totally
okay.
impossible.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. I'll still check then, just to be safe.
Indeed, it's neither of those things.
Yeah, I think it's
Instead,
probably for
it's
the
a
best.
rejection of phenomena. What her powers do is to limit, reject, and deny any and all phenomena that have affected her subject.
So I find it
She
weird
can
how
make it as if the damage never even
when
happened in the
Grim
first
Jow
place.
lost his arm and got demoted
As
out
you
of the
can probably
Espada
tell,
and
this is
Loopy
far
got
more
put
than
into the
temporal or
Espada,
spatial regression.
why
In
was
fact,
Loopy
it
instantly
oversteps
put
the
at number
limitations
6?
set by
Shouldn't he
the
be like
gods.
number 10 and everyone
In
else should have
short,
been
her
bumped up a
powers
number?
violate divine law.
Obviously, I'm assuming that didn't happen because Kubo always planned for
Hey,
Loopy
girl.
to not,
Heal one more thing.
you know, he planned for this to happen. Oh boy, number 6 is back.
What do you think you're doing, Green Jow? Green Jow!
Just this. Bye-bye, number 6.
Right, where's my... I sent to my cousin what actually happens in that scene right there. I wanted to show him a little bit of the censoring that you get in Bleach for this
It's
arc.
back! My power
So
is
it's
back!
worked out well, because I can show you now, for
I am
anyone who
the
hasn't read the
Sexta.
manga.
The Sexta Espada!
So
Grim Jow!
hopefully this actually shows up on the camera. This is how Grim Jow kills Loopy. Oh, you can't see that. Brilliant. He literally rams his hand through his chest. Yeah, it goes a bit dark on one side, so I took a picture of the actual book. So that's where the fold is. Oh. But yeah. Just a bit of a shame. I feel like, generally speaking, I know there are a load more kids who are into anime now because it's gotten really popular. But people who are Bleach fans, who watched Bleach, you know, they watched this. I watched Bleach like
By the way,
12,
Uryu,
13 years ago.
I
And
heard
at that
something
point, when
about
I
you.
started watching Bleach,
Mr. Urahara said that you made a deal with your
it was
father.
probably during the fake Karakura
In
town
exchange for the
arc
training he
in
gave
Japanese,
you.
because
I thought that
or in
the
English, I
agreement
mean.
was that you're
No,
supposed to stay away from Soul Reapers
In-
and their friends from now
wait a
on.
minute.
Isn't that right?
Are you
in
serious?
English.
Nobody told me.
In Japanese, I think
Is
Bleach
that
is
true?
100% finished.
Yes,
And I
that's
caught
right.
up in English during
I
the
don't
full
get it.
bring arc.
The Soul Society may have gone.
And I don't
but
remember
even
if
so,
I
I'm
think
still
I
a Soul
waited a
Reaper.
couple of weeks watching one episode
You're
a
wrong.
week for like
You're
maybe
a
2 or 3
substitute
months.
Soul Reaper.
And then I
Remember?
got fed up
And
and just
besides,
watched the
you're
final,
currently
like,
at
say,
odds
10
with the Soul
episodes in
Society.
Japanese.
So, in other words,
Oh,
you are neither a
jinx.
true Soul Reaper nor their ally.
So by the
Which
time I
means that there's
started
nothing
watching
to keep me
Bleach,
from
I'm
helping
not
you
sure. The
out.
Japanese might have finished,
You're splitting
but the
hairs.
English episodes would have been
I prefer to think of it as a loophole.
somewhere in the fake
What's it matter?
Karakura town
What's
arc.
the difference?
Hey, shut up. Just whose side are you on anyway?
Because like I
Well,
said, I
we're
spent a couple
enemies.
of weeks. If you say I spent a month watching weekly episodes,
Huh?
and then I watched Bleach for
If you ask
a
me,
couple of
this
months
looks
at
solid
least,
enough.
because back then
I
the
thought
DVDs
Waco
went
Mundo
all
would
out.
be
I'll be
more,
in and out of
I
the
don't know,
stream today as I'm
slimy
doing
or
stuff
something.
IRL. Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Lower your voice,
I'm always
Ichigo.
happy to chat when
I
you are
seriously
in,
doubt
so
their breaking could have gone
when you pop in,
unnoticed.
let me know if there's anything I would
Is this
chat
really
about.
Waco Mundo? Did you
Otherwise,
hear
I'll
what I said?
just
First
ramble
we need
on.
to find a hiding place. Then
Who the hell are you wimps?
Oh, look at this
What?
dickhead.
All right, just where do you think you're going, you
Oh god, there's another one.
another one. There had to be
Oh,
more
look at
than
that, I'm
one
on the
in a
same
place like
page
this.
as Uryu today.
Well, it looks like we're trapped now.
Now, if only he says, look at these dickheads.
Chad, who do you? Both of you stand back.
Step
What the hell,
aside.
Chad?
You just stand back, Ichigo.
We'll...
Handle this.
Yeah, see, so I get why they've done, like, they've removed a load of the unique holo designs. Just because, I guess, it'd be too much hard work creating, you know, say, 20 different holo designs
What
in
is
addition.
That thing, Odeon? Is that some kind of bow?
You have 4 crates?
What do you think?
What kind of crates?
Of course it is.
Are they loot
Do
crates?
you actually believe I'd use any other weapon? This is my new spirit bow. Hime Kujaku.
I said dodge, I didn't say block. Bam! There we go, his first health bar gone.
Damn it. Stupid human.
That's right. But then, I'm no ordinary human. I'm a Quincy.
That's right, I am a stupid human.
Quincy, a superior kind of human? I've never heard of them before.
You haven't?
Pre-order
You should be ashamed of
bonuses,
your ignorance.
posters. Ah, fair. So you run out of space for them, is it? You have to, like, find new homes. Or just working out what you actually have. Yeah, it's understandable. Nintendo do give quite a lot of pre-order stuff. And some of the collector's edition things are pretty big. I got like I got the Fire Emblem Engage collector's edition. I had like giant hardback book with it. Not giant, it's like an A4 book. But you know, it's pretty thick and comes in a box.
Damn it.
Or maybe the box is thick and I'm getting confused with the book.
I already told you. I'm a Quincy.
Yeah.
Now listen up. I want you to deliver a message to Aizen for me. Tell him a Quincy is here.
Tell Aizen what
Tell him
Booker
that
T
it isn't
told
the Soul
to
Reapers he should be
Hulk
afraid
Hogan.
of, but the Quincy.
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you. You know the
What
rest.
was that?
It's gonna collapse.
I'm not allowed to say what the next word is.
I wonder why that is.
Society tells me so.
Nope. You see, this room is designed.
That's a bad way of wording that, because that implies that I ignore that rule otherwise, which I don't.
This place. It's our job to eliminate anyone that tries to enter Las Noches by this route. If we lose, we crumble away, and the room goes with us. Remember this well, humans. That's the kind of enemy you're up against. That's
But I
who
don't
we
say the word
are.
because society tells me not to. I don't say the word because I don't want to.
Hurry!
He should fear you, huh? Is that right? It's a pretty bold
Oh, what do you
statement
discover?
for you to make, Quincy. But it's clear that you don't understand. You don't get Lord Aizen. You see, he fears no one. That's the reason why we follow him. That's the reason why we flock to his banner.
To his Bruce banner?
We who were born from fear, the path he walks, the path of fearlessness, shimmers like moonlight amid the
Full brand new
darkness.
and sealed set of
In
6
short,
Pokemon
it
Nintendo
is.
3DS games. Game fan editions. Oh, fair play. Hopefully that wasn't just like a one-off. What's the fan editions? Is this just 3 videos back to back with no fighting now?
We have some intruders.
What? Intruders?
Oh, right. So that's like if you get Scarlet and Violet on the Switch, and it has the the steel boxes with them. Because I believe I got that. I got the steel box like double packs for. Okay, I got the Sword and Shield and the Scarlet and Violet ones of those. But they did those for 3DS as well.
Excellent. Shut up. I'm trying
I didn't realize that.
Here. Stop screaming.
Oh, it's my favorite Espada. Oh, I didn't buy it for the purposes of selling it for someone else. I bought it because I wanted it.
Warning, Espada. We've been invaded. But first,
I don't buy any of the things I buy for the purpose of selling in the future. If a time comes where I need to sell stuff, then yeah, I'd look into what I could potentially sell or which things are worth the most that I want the least. But any purchase I make is for me or for Evie if there's something she wants. Like when DC rebooted Harley Quinn, I have like the full 70 odd issue run of the series because Evie liked Harley Quinn and she was reading them. But then she did stop at like issue 20 or something. I remember she read a storyline where people ate hot dogs and got turned into some sort of weird zombies from eating hot dogs.
I like it.
Kind of like the storyline for Sunset Overdrive, where people drink bad energy drinks and turn into like zombies.
Just warned not to underestimate them.
I didn't mean it like that. Don't get your panties in a bunch. What's the deal?
Oh, I bet the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire steel boxes look really nice. There is a 7th edition though, and I have it.
I'm gonna kill them
a
all.
7th one for the 3DS. I'm going to assume it's not a mainline game.
Exterminated, the better.
What other ones are on the 3DS off the top of my head?
Sit down. I'm gonna kill him.
Is there like a weird spin-off one that I'm forgetting about, or did they do one for
Yes.
Oh, the dual edition.
Enthusiasm is
okay.
appreciated, as always, but I haven't finished talking yet. So please, just sit down.
Oh, I have a gold steel box for something. Pokemon.
I didn't hear you.
Which ones have the gold ones on?
What?
Is that the double-sided ones where it has one Pokemon game on one side and you flip it and it has the other one on the back? I'm sure I have one like that. And you had to keep that one copy sealed.
Have arrived. I wouldn't underestimate them, but there's no need for excessive alarm either. I want all of you to return to your stations and go about your business as usual. Don't be overconfident and don't be reckless.
Fingers crossed that they stay like that sort of value just indefinitely.
Don't be afraid.
You just have to hope that Game Freak doesn't produce more Scarlets and Violets and ruins the franchise.
Will be able to defeat you.
Fair play. Like I say, I didn't even realize they did the steel boxes for the 3DS, because back then I didn't really use the Nintendo the Nintendo Online. Yeah, well, it's a safe bet that if Pokemon started doing terrible because of Game Freak's nonsense, Nintendo would put their foot down and make sure
has to be around here
that shit gets sorted straight away.
Run and run, but it doesn't seem like we're any closer than we were before.
Yeah, no, but you gotta think. Well, I'm saying like the
maybe it's a mirage,
like the MCU effect. Captain Marvel was shit, but the MCU was unfazed by it. Endgame had a load of questionable scenes pushed in that movie. The movie was unaffected by it, and the franchise was still strong. WandaVision came out, and it was okay, some questionable stuff. The franchise was still okay. Loki came out, some questionable stuff. And it just kept happening. Shang-Chi came out, The Eternals, Thor Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and it chipped away at the perfect image that Marvel had for the MCU, and now the MCU is a load of shit.
Anyway,
So we just need Nintendo to make sure Game Freak doesn't produce more Scarlets and Violets. Because eventually it will be worn down. No franchise can withstand constant terrible like releases. Unless you're Lord of the Rings. And then people just ignore you and just look back at the Peter Jackson trilogy with just a warm heart. Okay, Don DeChaka, you clown. I can't wait to get my Nintendo Switch 2 and play a slightly less shit version of Scarlet. Oh, that's the worst part about it, isn't it? Let's be fair.
Figure it out later.
I'm generally quite optimistic with Nintendo games, because... Oh, so that freak of nature is something called a hollow. Hollows are spirits of people who have died. Like there's a load to it. If someone dies and you don't get... Yeah, let me... 2 seconds now. So, basically, in Bleach, when you die and you become a spirit, if a Soul Reaper saves you and sends you to the afterlife, you become a human in the ghost world, essentially. And if a Soul Reaper doesn't find you, or an existing hollow kills you, you'll become a hollow. And a hollow is like a monster. And then as you get stronger through hollows, you can end up becoming like what these guys are, which are more humanoid hollows. I would rather go to hell. Yeah, no, you wouldn't though in Bleach, because there is a hell in Bleach, and it's like a very unique circumstance. Like where the actual gates of hell come up to the surface and rip you down and pull you into hell manually. So hell in Bleach seems like a very bad place to be, more so than others, because as far as we're aware, Bleach does not have heaven. It has the living world, the like afterlife where spirits go and live a secondary life as ghosts. Because the spirit doesn't disappear, it like gets recycled, goes from one to the other, then goes back in a loop sort of thing. And then if you get pulled into hell, you get removed out of the loop, basically. But they haven't shown us much about hell in Bleach, so we don't know how horrible it is there. So the clown monster, you find out a lot more about him later, but basically he's a character who was a what do they call him now? A fractione. A fractione is like an assistant or a servant for a character who is classed as a Rancor, which is one of the 10 strongest hollows, and he had his mask ripped off, which kind of made him lose a load of his power or something. I can't remember what ripping his mask did, but someone ripped his mask and it did something to him, and I think that's just a fake mask he's put on. I don't think that's actually his face, unless he got turned, like reverted back. He became a weaker version of a hollow once his mask got ripped off, maybe, and that's why he has a giant clown face.
Do anything to you guys.
A mask? Wait, are you a hollow?
And same with the other guy.
Come on, please forgive us.
Oh, he has the personality you want to slap as well. Don DeChaka is really funny, but he's a fucking idiot. Same with Pesce, the other guy who looked like a beetle. They both, what did she say?
Endless tag? Your name is
what's it called?
Do I have that right?
I can't remember what I was saying, I got distracted by Nell. Oh yeah, so Pesce and Don DeChaka are both like comic relief characters. They're really fun, they're really entertaining, but they're retards.
And I'm Pesce's older brother, Don DeChaka, see?
Yeah, see, so the face is moving, so I don't understand it. He had a normal sized head at one point, and his mask got ripped off.
We stumbled into each other and she's
I'm gonna find a picture of him while they're talking.
Brother, you know?
Same here.
That doesn't make you a family. This is so weird. Are you really Arancars?
Have a look here. Don
You're also
DeChaka.
different from the Arancars that we met in the world of the living.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a picture of Don DeChaka beforehand?
Numa, huh? What are they?
Numa, huh?
Numerals are also Goron cars, but not just any kind.
Don
They're ones that have been
Chaka.
given a very high rank.
Ah, true. Let's try
They've been
true
assigned a
form.
double-digit
Yeah.
number to identify and honor them, and they're under the direct command of the Espada. Numerals are also expert fighters. They're nothing at all like the rest of us little garbage bugs. You know, come to think of
I
it,
don't.
you
They
guys
never
are
actually
even less
show
like
it.
rock cars than we are. I mean, just look at you. You don't have masks, and you're wearing those black outfits. You look more like
So this is the closest you see to. This is Pesce. So the one who looks like a beetle.
Soul Reaper.
This is what. Oh, where's it going? It keeps moving. So he got his mask ripped off, so they won't show it. But you can see like his jawline there. So he had a normal face before his mask got ripped off.
Hold on.
So it stands to reason that Don Chaka would have been comparable.
I should have guessed. How did I not see it right from the start? Haran cars don't want to go to Las Noches. Oh,
What if we try searching for Don Chaka Fraccione? Maybe that will help.
Wait, we're not gonna kill you.
The Soul Reaper may not kill you, but rest assured, I will take pleasure in ripping you to pieces. I just received word from Las
So
Noches
before they got
that
their
there
masks
are
ripped off,
intruders in Waco Mundo, but I am shocked and disgusted to
so before his
find
mask got
you
ripped off, he would have looked
helping
something
them.
like that. Like these geezers here.
I will turn you all into sand.
So he would have looked kind of like one of those
Let's just
guys.
get away from them for now.
And what's what? I wasn't paying attention. From I have absolutely no idea how to spell Fraccione.
Roar! Sabimaru!
Wait a minute. I wasn't paying attention again. Alright, wait a minute. I'll just Google it. I'm gonna assume...
Rukia, Renji, what are you?
You idiot! Why did you come to Waco Mundo?
Did it look
Why
like that?
didn't you just wait for us to come back?
'Cause I wasn't totally sure if you were gonna come back.
We would have come. It wouldn't have mattered what it took. Stupid jerk. That was our intention from the beginning.
Yeah. Alright, so
Why
that
couldn't
is
you
a
wait?
Menos Grande.
Why couldn't you trust us?
A Menos Grande
really have been
is
that
the
hard?
highest classification of
aren't we your
hollow,
friends,
and when
Ichigo?
hundreds of hollows become like merged together, they become that giant Menos Grande.
Right.
And then when a
Very well,
Menos
then.
Grande gains
But
its
let me tell
own
you something.
like personality and its
Don't ever make me ask you that
own
again.
sort of uniqueness,
Let's go.
it will
Get up.
become. I keep forgetting how
Are
to
you
pronounce
here
this
to
one
save
properly, but it's
Orihime,
like
or aren't you?
Adjuches or something. They're all like Spanish names. But
Is there a sale or
and
something?
then when it becomes one of
We were
those,
told that we
imagine
needed to
like
bring him along
Don
with us
Chaka
because of
and
the
Pesce.
sandstorms
They are
that are known to
humanoid,
occur here.
but still quite
By who?
animalistic in how they look. And then if they
brother.
become a Vasto Lorde, which is
You
the
mean
highest
Byakuya sent you to
level
Waco
of
Mundo?
Menos Grande,
Seriously?
then they look like
Zunohara,
humans,
who opened up the Garganta.
who can then
But we
revert
wouldn't even
and
be
gain
here at
some
all
of their
if it
animalistic
weren't for Captain
appearance.
Kuchiki.
But
He
so all
said
three of them
my
are Menos
orders were to
Grande.
bring
The
you
giant
back.
one with a big
they
nose,
didn't say
they are called a
anything about
Gillion,
stopping you from
or a
going
Gillion,
again.
which is the weakest
I was
version
told only
of
to
a
bring you
Menos
here,
Grande.
and nothing more than that was said. You're free to do as you please.
Byakuya actually said that?
Oh, and there was another thing that he said. He added, let that little punk go run around Waco Mundo for a little while and see how they like it.
That jerk.
Yeah, so the closest you
then,
ever get,
what
apparently, from what I'm
exactly
seeing
are
here,
these guys?
to seeing Don Chaka and
Who are
Pesce's
we?
faces,
Seriously?
is that.
Who are you?
When they got their heads covered after they got
Don
their
Chaka.
masks ripped off.
Together, we are the...
Brothers!
So it seems like Don Chaka might have still
you
had
go.
a giant head,
That's Hollows for you.
if that's actually
I don't get it.
both of them stood side by side. Because Don
We're
Chaka's in the
finally here.
background and his head is huge.
A wall's in our way. How can we get through it? I don't think it's made of seki.
Tell you what I'm
Well,
gonna
if it
do.
isn't Seki
I'm gonna
Seki, then we can bust right through it.
I'm gonna press home,
Come on, Renji.
so I disappear
Let's
for a
go.
moment. Let this cutscene play, and I'm gonna just
you're
look
not
through
the
my
boss
manga.
here.
I'll find the volume to see if they show a better picture in Bleach. It'll be somewhere, thankfully, by here, with these two books by here. Of course, this ends, so I'll have to bring it back on. There's not me. I'll just leave it there. There's not me. Thankfully, it's another cutscene. This volume here. This might be too far. Yeah, that's too far. The volume before?
You know, you look quite
Best part
good
is,
at
with
that.
manga, you know when you're in flashbacks because all the pages are black on like
I have news.
the borders.
It seems that your friends have managed to enter into Hueco Mundo.
Why?
Right.
Why, you ask?
No, they don't show it.
To rescue
So this is
you,
it by
of
here.
course. What other reason could there possibly be? What else would
There's my
bring them
hand.
here?
So there's actually the picture where the like when the masks are taken off and they still don't show what they looked like.
That's right.
Because before
That should
then,
mean nothing to you. Not with the way that things are now.
they are
After
like
all,
someone's trying to
you are
find
lost
Don
in both
Duchaka and
body
Pesce.
and in spirit. The
Oh yeah, there they are,
garment
but
that
there.
you're wearing signifies that.
On the floor. So you can see Pesce, Don Duchaka, this one, was still bigger. He was still a big guy.
Say it.
Just
Go
probably
on.
didn't look like a giant
Your
clown.
body and your spirit. Tell me, what are they for?
Yes. They are for Lord Eisen.
Oh yeah,
and
there's
his
a better one, but there
heart.
actually. You can see his giant eyeball, but there, oh, over there. So yeah, so he's always been a large character,
Did
but
we get through?
he probably
I think
didn't look
so.
quite so creepy before.
Feel a breeze.
No.
Good thing I just have all of
Thank
Bleach's
you. I'm grateful to you for bringing us here.
run
But if
on
you
my
stay
right,
with us
isn't
any
it?
longer, your friends will think you betrayed them. So this has to be goodbye.
Okay.
Wait, just hold on. We're already traitors. If you don't take us with you,
There.
we'll be killed.
So
if you don't take
basically, they would have looked less weird. They would have both like had. Oh God.
All right. Stop crying.
When we see some more Fracciones, I'll just point them out in game rather than trying to find more
Crossroads.
pictures. But when they would have had the same outfits
Now
as
what are
them.
we gonna do?
They would have had a piece of
No,
mask
I'm
on their
sure about
face
this.
somewhere.
I really think that
Kind
it's
of like,
time to say goodbye now. I have real doubts.
Some people have like a
that you guys will be
jawbone.
able to
Some of
handle
them
the
just have like a
spiritual
little thing
pressure
covering an
beyond
eye.
this point.
Just feel like it would be like a piece of bone mask somewhere on their face.
5 paths.
We'll have to try them all. We don't really have another choice.
No. I believe that each of us should take a different path.
Are you crazy? We're going up against Espada here. There's no way we can divide ourselves up.
It's really very insulting to a warrior to have someone worry about his welfare.
Tell you what, it's difficult
wanna stick
to
together,
explain
huh?
this sort of thing to someone who's never
I know
seen
what's
Bleach
going
about.
on here. You're worried about me,
it's-
aren't you? Why else
So
would you say
Espada
that,
is a group.
Ichigo?
The
I told
Hollows,
you before,
as a
you
whole,
don't
are
have to
just
worry about
evil spirits,
I
or
didn't
spirits
come all
that
the way
went
here
bad.
just to sit
They're
on
not
the
necessarily
sidelines
evil,
and
actually.
have
Some of
you
them are
protect
evil.
me.
They live on instinct and they kill humans.
Okay,
But they've
We'll
lost
each
their
take a
free
different
will and
path.
their minds as a human.
All right.
And then, like I say, as
But
they
I
get
think that we ought to
stronger,
do
they
a little
become
charm before we head
the
on out.
Gillian, and then the Ajuchas, or whatever you say, the bloody thing, and then they become
It's
the
an old
Vasto
tradition that
Lorde.
goes way
The
back.
10
The 13 court guard
strongest
squads used to
Vasto
do one
Lorde
before a big battle.
are the Espada.
To tell you the truth, we don't do it very much anymore.
So when you
But I
seen
thought
that
that
guy
this
with a
might be
number
a good
6 on
time
his
to
back,
revive
who
the
got his
tradition.
arm revived, he was one of the Espada. He was the 6th Espada.
All right.
Or the
Hold out your
Sexta
hands.
Espada,
Don't look
because
at me
they're all
like that.
Spanish.
I'm embarrassed enough.
I don't know all of the numbers in Spanish, though, to say which one is which.
Now, as
I
we
remember
approach the
Primera.
crucial
The
battle
Primera
ground,
Espada
believe that
is
our
number
blades will
1.
not shatter. Believe
Other than
our
that, I
resolve
couldn't tell
will
you
not
anymore.
weaken one bit.
I don't know, maybe the
Though our
Quattros,
paths may
I suppose.
diverge,
But
our iron hearts will remain together. Swear that even if the land itself should break asunder...
Yeah, the bots are so stupid. They're really annoying.
We will all come back here alive.
And it's, honestly, it's so peaceful, because when you're not here, there's always at least one message about the bloody things. I remember once, I was having like a bad day, and I think I got annoyed on the game, and then a bot came in like, oh yeah, you go to this website to get views. I started swearing at the bot, started kicking off.
Isn't that correct?
Like, oh goodness me. Usually I just tell it like, oh shut up, or fuck off or something, just and then ignore it. But like I spent about like a minute just swearing at it.
Anyway, come and take a look at this. They've split up.
Ah, it was a good day.
Yes, so they have. Don't those kids know better than that? Don't they realize that it's not a very good idea to divide their forces?
The fools. They're passing through an interesting area now.
Yes, the lair of the Tres Cifras.
So that guy right there in front of us, he's an Espada.
She never raised an eyebrow at the question when I asked her. She's such a brave girl.
Oh, Kiora.
Hey,
If you've seen, and he's another one of the Espada. If you've seen any Naruto, or you know who the Akatsuki is from Naruto, the guys with the black robes with the red clouds, the Espada are kind of like the I'm losing the names. The Espada are like the Akatsuki. It's too complicated trying to talk about the different animes.
Come now, don't be angry. Don't worry a bit. There's absolutely no reason for concern. The girl was in Lord Aizen's power before she even got here.
Or if you've seen like Hunter x Hunter, the spiders.
That all of her friends would die.
There's loads of them in like Fairy Tail, if you've seen that. There's the Spriggan 12.
And then after
whichever ones are there now? The 10 Demon Gates of Tartarus.
I graciously allowed her to say goodbye, albeit a silent.
What's that one I keep forgetting? I always forget the name of it.
Only to one of her friends.
Not Crime Saucier.
That was your cage.
By giving her such a gift,
I can't remember what it's called. It's not coming to me.
When she was in a state of terror and letting her bid farewell to a friend, I led her to falsely believe
annoyingly,
this held sympathetic
got
feelings toward her.
In Hiro Mashima's work in Eden Zero, he uses the same name as well 2 other times. It's something or other, and then something or other Interstellar, and something or other Galactica. I can't remember the name.
Acting of her own volition, rather than being abducted.
I don't have any Fairy Tail or anything besides me to just read it.
Allowing her to return to the rendezvous on her own recognizance before bringing her here. That illusion
so basically, it's a group. It's a group of 10 strong people. That's what I should have just said. It's a group of 10 strong characters.
Trace of her departure on her friend, isn't that correct? Surely that has to be a mistake.
And then, when she said her secret goodbye, a faint trace of her departure was left with one of her friends. In other words, because of that trace, faint though it may be, her actions appear to her to be an entirely voluntary betrayal. I suppose that I don't really know for sure if it was a completely unmitigated success, but nevertheless, I believe that it's safe to say that the Soul Society has totally abandoned her.
Such painstaking planning. Lord Aizen truly is a genius.
Okay, I'm gonna Google Fairy Tail groups or something.
Honestly, to Lord Aizen, it was essentially just a game. If it worked, fine. If it didn't, that's fine too. So be it. Nonetheless, the girl no longer has the will to even make an attempt at escape at this point. And she lacks the will to even resent us for all of this.
Grimoire Heart. That's but that's a guild, so I don't really count that as the same. But it is kind of actually though, because there's not many of them.
Thank you so much for coming.
Grimoire Heart is like a guild of 8 people or something.
Well now.
I gotta head off. Yeah, that's fair enough. Thank you for hanging out for a while, and I thank your patience for that long rambling streak of Bleach nonsense.
The Hokioku.
So you recognize it? Yes. This is the
I don't mention it
Hokioku.
by here either.
Its sleep has been disrupted a
More
number of
hearts.
times
They're
lately, so
talking
it's a
through
bit
all of
weak right
those.
now, but it's making steady progress.
Arashi
fully
Seis.
awaken
That's
soon.
the one that I couldn't remember.
Turning hollows into Arankars, the creation of the Oaken, the royal key. Neither of those would
I
be
enjoy your
possible
long
without
rambling,
the
and it is
Hokioku.
only fair as I send
The
you
reason
some
that
long
I'm showing
ramblings
you
too.
this
See,
is
it,
in
it
order
works
to
well.
ensure
It's a lot
that
of give
you
and
know I
take.
trust you. Your ability, the rejection of phenomena, the denial of
I
events
hope
that
you
have actually occurred.
have a productive time with those crates.
The phenomenon itself is a
And I hope you find some cool
tremendous
stuff that you forgot you had.
I'll be completely frank with you. I need your help, Orihime. I'm hoping you'll use that ability of yours to help me. You will, won't you?
I don't believe that he showed it to me because he trusts me or anything like that. But, well, now at least I know where it can be found. And now, I know what my power is. Thank you, Ichigo. I appreciate you coming here to try to save me. But I figured out what it is that I have to do here. And it's something that only I am going to be able to do. It's the only way. My mission in Waco Mundo is to destroy the Hokioku.
And there
Yeah,
they go.
smash that tea out.
What should we do?
Oh, Evie's messaged me.
We're gonna be in really big trouble no matter what we choose to do, ain't we?
Goodness, we're 45 minutes already.
You know what? I'm going to go after Ichigo. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of fun coming here. I mean, like, lots and lots and lots of fun. So, what I want to do is to stay with Ichigo.
No!
No!
Well,
Go too!
which one was it? Which way did she go?
Honestly, I can't wait for that James Bond game to come out. Because I am going to stream the shit out of that game when that happens. Especially... Ooh, we get to... With all fights now. Brazo, whatever, del Diablo. I can't even be bothered trying to do the long word. I could probably do it if I read it a few times, because then I'd remember how Chad pronounced it in the anime.
You didn't even flinch a bit from the force of my spiritual pressure. You seem to be extremely formidable for just some human. Tell me this. What's your name?
I'm Yasutora Sato. I've got a question for you too. Are you gonna get out of my way?
Oh.
What do you think? The only way past here is to go through me. Behold, Dragra.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I like the fact that they just get to the point of this. They don't go through all the preliminary fights, just fight him in his resurrection form and let it go. I'm all for that. So I assume it's going to be the same for the other ones. Because you got Dordoni, and then a woman whose last name sounds like Sandwich.
It's unbecoming and dishonest. If we're
Bam!
gonna fight, then let's face each other openly and honestly.
Can't lose this battle. Resist if you can. Strike to el brazo derecho del gigante.
Yeah! Gigante!
This quick.
What was the point of that?
Don't hold it against me. Resist if you can.
Resistance is futile.
I think this is enough. I hope you forgive me.
Am I going to get my shield now, or am I going to get the 2 arms? Oh, he's going for a double spin. A quintuple... it was a triple spin. I made the assumption that he was going to go for more. I felt nothing. I don't believe it. I think you did feel something. What's wrong, friend? Did you feel something?
This is gonna hurt. Don't hold it against me. I think this is enough. I hope you forgive me. El Directo! Against the destruction! Resist if you can. This is gonna hurt.
Oh! Damn it. Oh, fucking, I am amazing. Do you see that dodge then? Goodness me. You don't see that sort of dodging every day.
Let's make this quick.
I had to get serious on him at the end there. When I seen that he was going to make me lose my health bar and embarrass me in front of
the extent of my power because
no
your
one.
attack was so ferocious, Contenbine. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, I'm stronger than ever.
I'm
so
back.
I'm not gonna kill you. I
and
wish you
better
good luck.
than ever.
It's strange. I thought we were within the walls, but we're not. We should be under the dome by now. But where's the ceiling? It's always dark outside. The moon never seems to move.
Go! Run!
So, are you the first of them then?
No, I've got question marks for you. You already revealed his name was Noitora earlier when he spoke to Ulquiorra.
What's wrong, Ichigo?
Chadosaurus is down.
No way. I just gotta keep believing. We swore that we'd all come back alive.
I couldn't imagine Chad losing.
Right now. That's really all that I can do.
So what's Chad done so far? He fought against Screecher. And Ichigo had to come in and get the win on that one. He fought against a few like random no-name Soul Reapers and like the 4th seat, I think, or the 5th seat, and he won those fights. He fought Shunsui, lost. Fought against that guy, the 108th Espada, I believe, won. Instantly lost to Noitora.
Would you prefer if I shoved it down your throat? Is that what you want?
So he's only won one fight that was important. The other two, well, one of them he didn't even fight, he just got ruined. But he did, I believe he did hit Noitora though.
Don't worry, I'm sure he's still alive. Is that the kind of meaningless platitude you'd like to hear?
Yes, please.
Nonsense. The reason I'm here is not to provide comfort to you. One way or another, all of your friends are going to die soon. One of them just happened to die sooner than the others. That's all. You must have known. Surely you could see that this was coming.
Stop.
If you didn't foresee this obvious eventuality, then you're clearly a fool. And your friends are nothing but reckless, foolhardy clowns. Can you really not see that? If I were in your place, I'd be disgusted with them for rushing into Waco Mundo the way they did, offering themselves up like lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, get wrecked, mate.
I'll be back in an hour's time. If you still haven't eaten by that point, I'll just have to tie you down and force feed you. You can count on it.
Okay. So we're just going to do all three in the vertical line here. And we'll see what time we're on after we've done those. But I think I got time to do more than just these three. It was on like 47 minutes, I think. Before I started that fight there with that Chad's fight.
I miss you so much, Ichigo!
All right then, where are the others? That Don what's his name and the other guy?
Don Chaka and Pesce are right behind me as we speak. Hey, where are they? They must have gotten lost! Don Chaka and Pesce got lost!
I think you're the one who's lost.
Ichigo, what's wrong?
Be quiet!
Come out here! Whoever is hiding up there, come out!
Ah, Nino!
Hey!
Donnie. You are sweet like the chocolate.
Hey, what's that look for?
Fine. This just shows you have no appreciation for the finer things in the world. It's really irrelevant, since you're about to be demolished anyway. Now brace yourself, Soul Reaper, for you are about to face a rank card number 103. Dordoni is gonna crush you to a fine pulp.
103? Isn't that number kinda high? I thought numeros usually have 2 digits. Don't they?
Yeah, it should be a 2-digit number. I've never heard of one with 3 digits before.
The 3-digit number is actually a sign of demotion. It denotes a spada who have been divested of the rank. So you know those who go by 3-digit numbers used to be a spada in the past, just like me. And they're priveron espada now, also like me, niño.
You used to be an espada? Really?
Haha, what's the matter? Why don't you perform Bankai, niño?
His voice sounds different than from in the anime.
But you cannot possibly beat me without it.
It could very well be, you know, the guy hasn't voiced this character for
so that means I can't be wasting my Bankai on somebody who's not
close
even
to 15 years or something at this point, if not surpassing 15 years.
I understand perfectly, niño. But if you will allow me to give you some advice, do not underestimate me. Where's Giralda? Come! Show me your Bankai, niño! Or do you wish to die? Don't even think about conserving your strength against me! Such sentiments are sweet, like the chocolate, but foolhardy!
Wait, you wanted to see it?
Bankai!
God.
Zangetsu.
Have I done? Yeah.
Well, there it is. That's it. That's my Bankai.
I see. It's about time, Niño! But you have other abilities, no? I know about it. Holification! Come, show me! I told you! I want to see the very best that you're capable of! I would suffer a great amount of shame if I were unable to fight you at your best!
Boom! Oh, broken. Yeah, to Holify you have to take enough damage to be dropped down to do it. If he gets me down to the point of Holifying, I'll do it. Okay. Last one. Oh no, you lose. Wonder what you say.
For some time that once the Hogyoku appeared, the Espada were going to become expendable. As a dependable servant of Lord Eisen, I thought that I could accept that outcome. But
I could not.
Hey! What are you doing?
What do you think? I'm drooling all over you.
She says her drools got some mild healing powers. So, just sit there and...
Stop! My defeat is total, and yet I am almost relieved. You're strong, Niño.
No, I'm not.
I wanted to be a real Espada once again. The Espada are known to be loyal servants of Lord Eisen. However, Lord Eisen sees them only as mere weapons to be used in whatever manner he sees fit. I know that's the truth of the matter. Still, once one stands at the summit, one can never truly forget the view. It was an enormously satisfying vantage point to occupy for a while. I thought that if I were to defeat you, when you are at your very best, Lord Eisen would be pleased, and I would be able to return to the ranks of the Espada. That's the reason why I urged you to Holofy. And my determination remains unchanged! You're surprised? Really? Surely it only makes sense to expect a counterattack when you decide to heal the wounds of an enemy, no?
No! Don't do it! You've been wounded!
Wounded is a merely temporary state of the spirit, Niño. When the will to fight is strong enough, physical injuries mean nothing. Do you see? You're sweet and soft like a chocolate, Niño!
Go!
So, I see you made it in time. I welcome you, Ezequias.
We've been given orders to eliminate the injured intruder.
He didn't make reference to Ichigo Holifying.
I can't say.
You want to pass through here?
Your sword is broken. You aren't able to use your Resurrection right now. It would be hopeless for you if you were to bother trying to resist in your condition.
He sounds like
Is that
Byakuya.
so, Jovenzuelo? My
Probably the
strength,
same voice actor.
it has failed me, Niño. Honestly, you probably could have beaten me even without holofying. But nevertheless, you did it even though you knew full well that it was going to deplete your strength. I thank you. This is the least I can do to repay you.
Okay, so he does
I'm
reference it.
afraid that those you will face ahead will not be so kind. You must kill them without hesitation. If you waver, you are lost. Heal their wounds and they will kill you. Put all thoughts of mercy from your mind, Niño. Leave your chocolate sweetness here. Become a demon, Niño. Transform yourself into something as powerful and ruthless as a demon. You must turn your heart into the hardest stone. There is no other way, Niño.
My lord,
Oh, he was a good man, was old Dorodoni.
Arancard number 103. Privarone Espada Dordoni. Alessandro del Socaccio was defeated by an intruder just moments ago.
Is that so? It seems that he found it more difficult than I expected him to. Frankly, I thought that he'd make short work of Dordoni and get past him with barely a second thought. Ah, well. But don't you have something else that you need to tell me about? Tell me, who sent the Exekias after him?
My lord!
What's wrong? It's a very simple question.
It was I, my lord.
I see, Sayalaparo.
Forgive me, my lord. The intruder was wounded. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to eliminate him when he was vulnerable, so I made the decision. I had no official authorization, but I did it for you, Lord Eisen. I am prepared to accept whatever punishment you see fit.
No, it's all right. As long as you had a good reason for doing so, I won't hold it against you.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
But I would have preferred a more complete report, Sayalaparo. You extracted the intruder's spiritual pressure record from Dordoni. Do you think it will help you in your research?
Yes.
Well, that's good to know.
You lost one
Isn't
of
it
your men,
just?
and yet you actually seem to be enjoying all of this.
Is that how it looks?
Am I wrong? Those boys are defeating everyone who gets in their way and getting closer by the minute. What could be more fun? Isn't that what you're thinking?
Enjoying it? I'm not sure why. But I suppose that you're not very far off the mark. Do you think that's strange, Geen?
Not at all. Oddly enough, to tell you the truth, I feel exactly the same way.
Oh, you do ya? Well, well, well. Alright. Oh, the locked one. If that's just a video, it is. Right, we'll do the final fight, then we'll do the video. Like I say, I do actually really like how thorough the story is being retold in this game. Especially compared to like some of the newer Dragon Ball games and stuff. I think for Dragon Ball though, it's because Dragon Ball is so popular. There's been so many games made based on the story. Oh, they're not telling me her last name. Her last name is like Sandwich.
This is bad.
It's like Sanivici or something. So it's not like Sandwich.
He's about to get killed. Oh dear, what should I do? Should I help him? Wait, just slow down and think about it, Pesce. What could you possibly do to help in this situation? But all the same, I just can't stand by and watch, right?
Aw, what's the matter? Did you
What
get a
was
little
I saying?
boo-boo, A4 Eyes?
Oh yeah, I like how they're really telling you, you know, they're going into a lot of detail of a lot of parts of the story, not just telling the main parts and skipping all the rest.
I know you. You're Pesce Gattiche.
To be fair,
I see. So the
To be
termites
fair,
with
this
you,
is making me
eh?
want to replay Kakarot. I might actually
No,
finally
wait.
buy the
He's a
music
holo.
pack
Get it? He
and
isn't
then
with me.
replay Kakarot next week or something. Not on camera.
That we were friends.
Are you crazy? The only reason that I even said that is so that she wouldn't launch an attack against you.
What? Oh, that's so nice.
It's far too late now. Listen, what's going on? What are you doing here anyway?
Ah, that's a very good
Because like Sparking Zero is a better game than Kakarot from a pure gameplay perspective. As a one-on-one fighter, or even a like,
Idiot's gonna keep on
well,
arguing.
it's always one-on. Is it always one-on-one in Kakarot and Sparking Zero? Kakarot isn't. Kakarot
Don't
is
be
like
ridiculous.
3 and
She's
4
way
on
too
ones
tough
and
for you.
stuff.
Don't worry, I possess a special ability. I can spit a
I can't remember if Sparking Zero. I think it does do 2-on-1s and stuff at times. Yeah, it does, because you have to fight like.
I don't know what
no,
that is,
no, you
but
don't.
You
They
didn't actually
swap.
think you'd be able to hit me with it.
You can have multiple
really are
opponents, but you fight them one at a time. But like the gameplay in Sparking Zero is a lot better, just from a pure fighting standpoint. Kakarot tells you the story in a much more cohesive way. And I love having an open world to roam around in, especially if it's a world from a well-established story. Yeah, buddy. Like that's why when the time comes when they finally make a new Naruto game, if it's like Naruto X Boruto, I'll be really disappointed. I hope it's like Ninja Storm 3. Or the adventure mode, I think it was, in Ninja Storm 4. Which was like a Boruto story or something, but you got to run around again. But not like how they were. I want it to be, in concept, having all the world to run around in, just more fleshed out. Like what Kakarot has done. Where there's multiple... Oh wow, she actually loses them off her... That's brilliant. One little, two little, three little dodges. Yeah, like having the world segmented, but so you can still go to all the different iconic areas in the game, or in the world, franchise, whatever you want to call it. That's what I hope they do with the next Naruto game. You better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why! God, I do not like this fight. And she got fucking 8 health bars as well. Yeah, I do not like this fight at all.
Allowing you time for regret.
And I hope as well they'll do the same for Bleach. Now that... Oh, you do 4 though, it's all good. Now that like 1000 Year Blood War is doing really well for Bleach. I don't know if Bleach has had a resurgence of manga sales, but I hope it has. It deserves them.
I had a suspicion that this might come in handy. So
have a
with a
look.
little help from him, I borrowed it from the hospital's secret storage area. Zaylish Schneider. In case you didn't know, it's actually the only Quincy weapon that has a blade. All right, now let's continue.
Shut your stupid mouth!
Shut your ass. Whoop. Oh yeah. Oh no. Got it. Oh. There we go, that should... Bam, we got her. Right, let's have a quick check here.
Allowing you time for regret would be a waste.
So it says Bleach has sold 130 million units. Let's have a look.
Let's go, Pesce.
You sure? She's still alive.
The victor gets to choose whether his foe lives or dies. And I'm the victor here. I pierced her soul chain, the source of her spiritual powers. Arankars are hollows that have been altered to be more like soul reapers. Their anatomy shouldn't be too different.
Says Bleach has over 130 million Takobon volumes in circulation worldwide by 2022. It's 2025 now. So as... Like, the problem is with the manga sales, they don't seem to update them on a yearly basis. Like, Dragon Ball Z claims to have sold 260 million. But a few years back, they came out with a thing like, oh yeah, it's like celebrating 350 million or something. And then when Kubo died, it dropped by nearly 100 million.
Damn.
Oh, is this the manga sales for Bleach? Volume 37 sold 816 million, which is the highest selling one from 33 to 74. Oh, weirdly, 37 was, did I say? 37, which one's 37? Because 48 is the fight with Aizen. Ooh, 37, is that Ulquiorra? I can't see the spines from here. Yeah, volume 37, that might be Ichigo versus Ulquiorra. I will do this video. What time are we on? Yeah, 1 hour and 17.
What is the spiritual pressure that I'm sensing? And it's very close by.
Yeah, that thing I just read about saying that I sold this many copies. These are from 6 years ago.
You! What are you doing here? Good grief! You scared the crap out of me!
Nell! I'm looking for Nell! Where is she?
Then why are you following me around? Are you lost, huh? Is that what's going on here?
No! She took off and went running after Ichigo! Oh, I gotta find her! I gotta!
Stop that! She's safer with him than with anyone else. Now, stop all your crying.
Yeah, you tell him.
No! I gotta find Nell soon!
Renji, fucking hell. I couldn't get Rukia out of my head. It wasn't swapping over.
It's too late. Then she's gonna...
Misconception over Bleach sales. What's this?
Renji?
Sorry, buddy. I just...
Huh? What's the matter? Oh, come on! Don't scare me like that!
Yeah, because according to this, from like years ago, Bleach selling by the end from like 63 onwards, it never crossed 500,000 sales per book.
What the?
But I'm pretty sure Boruto is currently selling like 200,000 per No, it's like 50,000, isn't it, for Boruto?
I said quite a large number.
Oh yeah, well, it's showing Boruto now.
But never did I imagine
Volume
that
1 was 350, then 290, then 280, 237, 218. This is 100,000s, by the way. And then by Volume 6, it crossed under 200,000. By Volume 10, it was closing in on 100,000.
Somehow able to remember it. I'm number 8, the Octava Espada. Also
I have no idea what this is.
which is Sayalaparo grants.
Shokuki, no.
Zalaparo.
Kugeki ni Soma
Then you're one of the top 10 ranked
Oricon? What
commanders
is
in
that?
charge of the Arancars.
I have no idea what this is. I'd have to Google it.
You're the Octava Espada, Sayalaparo! Lord Sayalaparo, Waco Mundo's greatest scientist, and an unparalleled expert in spiritual weapons!
Ooh, that's a rather scary-looking face. Listen, you can relax. It's true that I may be an Espada, but truth be told, I'm not all that much of a fighter. Like the large one there indicated, I'm really more of a scientist. Being here allows me to...
Stop. I'm afraid you've got it all wrong. I didn't come here to have a little chat or anything like that. The reason I came here is to crush you guys. Your resume doesn't interest me in the slightest. But go on ahead. Keep talking. If that's really what you want to do. Regardless, I'll cut you down where you stand. Bankai!
Yeah, kill him!
Hihio!
Zabimaru!
Now that was quite rude. You didn't let me finish. Anyway, in this room, you aren't going to be able to perform Bankai.
What? I can't perform Bankai?
Yes, very good. I'm sure that repeating it is bound to help you remember. You learn pretty quickly for an
The
idiot.
part that bugs me with these like best-selling manga of all time, you Google it, and this is from a list from February of this year. And you got 24 Captain Tsubasa. Then you got Touch,
So I simply made a
Baki,
few little adjustments to this
Jujutsu
palace.
Kaisen,
I did so in order to
Astro
ensure that your
Boy.
Bankai was sealed
But like,
up.
it seems like they don't update them very often. Number 18 is My Hero
Bankai's
Academia.
ultimate form? Only somebody who was struck by it could possibly know those
Hajime no
things.
Ippo.
So, how could you...
My
Then
older
you got
brother.
Bleach at 13th spot with 130 million.
Let me ask you something.
But it's like,
do you remember my name?
surely Bleach has
No, you
sold
don't,
copies
do you? All right,
since
you seem to need a little help, I'll say
the
it
Thousand Year
again.
Blood War
My
came
name
back.
Is Sayalaparo
Like, surely.
Grants. Sound familiar? Ilfort Grants was my older brother.
Attack on Titan.
Your brother? Oh, yes? So you actually do remember
Demon
the
Slayers, number
worthless
9.
fool. I admit I'm surprised.
Slam Dunk 7. Naruto
So,
number
then if I
6 with
understand
250
correctly,
million.
You're not here seeking to get vengeance for your brother's
Dragon Ball
death.
4th with 260 million.
No, of course
Detective
not.
Conan
Why
with
would
270. See, before
As I
Dragon
was
Ball was
treating the
above
wounds
that,
that he'd
when
received,
and
I
then
also
Call Go
collected the rather
13 is second with
expansive cache of
300,000, and
data on
Dragon
your
Ball was
Bankai
before
that
that
had
at
been
one point
recorded
as
by the
well.
parasitic
And then One
Rokuratio
Piece
I
is
had
first,
implanted all
weirdly
throughout
with
his body.
523.2 million.
And
It's
I'm
like
much
so
too mature to
specific.
have some childish reaction, such as getting mad over something as inconsequential as a broken box, which is basically what he was at that point.
Well, then you're the fool.
And your comments continue to confirm my judgment. Your stupidity is mind-boggling. Oh well, at this point it's all academic, as you can neither
all
win against
academic.
me nor escape from me. Don't move. This is the first time that I've actually met someone who can perform Bankai. I must admit, this is quite an exciting moment for me. So please, don't struggle any more than you have to.
Is it
I need your
2025 or
corpse
20? Yeah, it is
intact if I'm
2025.
going to
Wow.
gather useful information from it. You bore me.
What?
You bore me.
I said you bore me. Are you deaf in addition to your other shortcomings? You possess
That's a
a
dickhead.
power-type Zanpakuto. There's nothing even remotely unique about it. Its shape variation theory is extremely simple.
rudimentary even.
Yeah, see, so this is
I'm afraid that there's absolutely nothing more.
So this is now an article from 2024 in February as well, so 1 year apart. And Bleach, again, is 13th place with 130 million sold. So they reckon in a year, Bleach didn't sell a single million units, or tip the scale over to go up to 131. Same with that, that's still on 35, that one is still on 40. Like, it's so bizarre, because then they say, oh yeah, each way to tell is, let's have a look, does
in various ways and were turned into Iran cars by Lord Eisen.
Does One Piece still have that weirdly specific number? Yeah, 523.2. It's the exact same number. They reckon they didn't sell a single 100,000 units in an entire year, which we know isn't true.
And now, the time for the finale is here.
I just wish they had up-to-date ones so you could actually see, so you can check, because I like to see these things from time to time, you know, and I talked over all that, so I do apologise. But you had subtitles, so it's all good. Like, I'd like to be able to go on there, you know, like once a year or once every year or so, and then just see what the deal is now. Right, I'm going to leave it right there for today. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, we did over 30% though. So in the next stream, I'll be able to go a bit longer. I just got some stuff I got to do in the house, and I had to stream later because I had to wait for someone to come from the agency today. So tomorrow it should be starting at 2 o'clock on time, not like 2:30 as I did today. And then being able to go for the full 2 hours. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a fantastic day, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye now.